Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and as you can see by the picture on your screen, today's video is going to be all about the argument that was had between Mommy Gayle and Leticia.
God is my witness, they're not going to lick me. If I had to lie, steal, cheat, or kill, I'm going to live through this.
She just does it because she's dramatic and she's blah blah blah. There's something wrong with her. It's like, I don't know, she's just crazy.
Spiked tea with vodka. Tea time meets playtime.
I didn't get it, birthday cake.
Man, oh man, was Mommy Gayle just coming with some truth bombs. She was just dishing it out to Leticia, just giving her dose after dose after dose of facts. It was fire. Let me tell you, it was fire. And for those of you who might not know what I'm talking about, what video are you talking about? What are you getting all excited about? Well, Leticia posted a video of an argument that she had with Mommy. What are you talking about? She doesn't talk to her mommy. Why would she be arguing with her mommy if she's vowed to never talk to mommy again? Well, come on now. We know that that's never going to happen, right? And I knew it. I knew that Leticia had gone back to mommy's house. I said it. I know that there was speculation that people were saying, oh, she's staying with a sister or she's staying with a family member. I'm like, no, she's back at her mommy's house. Why? Because mommy's the only person that's going to put up with her crap. And apparently that just seems to be the pattern with this family. They have an argument, there's a blowout, and then once the dust has settled, so to speak, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Let's try it again until there's another blowout, a blow up. It's just a pattern. This is how they live their life. This is a lifestyle for them. Complete and utter chaos. And if you have not watched the video, you can go check out the whole video on Miss Moonbear's channel or Original Owls. They did live streams, which I caught this morning. I will be playing parts of the video, not the whole video because it's a 19-minute long video, but I will play a few segments. I might do part 2 because, the videos get too long and I ramble on, and especially when I don't have my words scripted more or less, where I'm going to say. Right now, this is off the cuff because I'm just heated. I'm heated. I have a lot of things to say. Kind of losing my cool, but that's all right. This is raw emotions right here. That's what you're getting right here, people. Raw reaction to what I saw today. I thought for sure that Gayle had gotten a little bit of a backbone with the last argument and, just kind of would put her foot down to Leticia when she did finally come around, because I knew she'd come back around. But it's just that unconditional love that, Gayle has for her spoiled, selfish, ungrateful little turd. And that's a good mother. A good mother unconditionally loves their children regardless of them being little assholes. I mean, that's facts. So anyhow, I'm going to play the video and you will hear some commentary. This was kind of hard for me to do when I stopped it mid-video, and I'll get better at it. But yeah, I just had to give my reaction because how Gayle did not get that broom and just smack that brat over the head a few times is beyond me, because I'd have been like, get out, don't talk to me like that, get the hell out. But Gayle kept her cool and dished it out, and we're all pretty proud of her. But Gayle, you got to stand by some things that you said. You've got to put your foot down and let Leticia be a 35-year-old woman. She's not a child anymore. Anyhow, let's play the video and we'll talk about it at the end.
Okay, I got all my stuff and I shouldn't need anything left behind in the storage or anything. I don't expect to be receiving or sending messages to you anymore.
Well, that's not true, because the minute you need something from your mother, you will be messaging your mother, just like you have done in the past, because your mother is the only one who's been there for you. She's the only one who wants to deal with you, and that's because she's your mother.
I think that, during the time that I've stayed with you, you made your choices about allowing Angelito to get violent.
And who is the one who made the decision to go back to their mother's house? That was you. And why is that? Because you have absolutely no one else or nowhere else to go. So why are you trying to tell your mother what she can and can't or should and shouldn't be doing in her own house?
I'm ungrateful.
So
Right.
ungrateful.
I'm the one that's ungrateful.
When in actuality, I told you days ago about this appointment for the baby, and you wanted to say, well, why is it important? Why does it matter? Why does it, and you even told Daddy, you know, if the father and the mother don't care about the baby, why should you care about it as the grandparent?
There's your answer, because she's the grandparent. Grandparents are supposed to sit back and enjoy their grandkids. It's not their responsibility to get their mothers to and from appointments, especially when they're capable of doing that themselves. Grow up.
I'm not really sure why you believe that I'm the one that's always taking advantage of you, when in actuality,
Because you do, and
everything
we've
I
all
ever have
seen
done,
it.
which is take care of you and be nice to you, way nicer than screaming and hollering at you. I'm done with you, blah, 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 blah. No, I told you I would pack my stuff because it was too stressful for you. All you were doing was ranting and raving at me. You don't get like this with Angelito. No. When he asked you to do his laundry, you went ahead and did it.
And who gives a shit if your mother wants to do your brother's laundry? It's not like she's asking you to get up and help. What do you care? You're so freaking petty. And yes, you are absolutely jealous of the attention that your mother gives to your brother.
No, he told you. No, he didn't. To switch it
You're
over.
not the problem, right, Letitia? You're not the problem at all. But there you are, picking a fight with your mother because she chose to do your brother's laundry. And that's something that has nothing to do with you. It doesn't involve you. The only thing it
That
involves
makes it even
is your
better
jealousy.
because every time I ask you for something, you denounce me as your child, but then you go ahead and you offer for him, and I understand that. And he stole my phone yesterday and everything. I know you got it back. You're so proud of that.
So proud of that. She's probably happy that she diffused a situation that probably would have gotten uglier. But you should be thankful that she got your phone back. I would have thrown the damn phone in the road. I would have stomped on it. I would have told him to flush it down the damn toilet.
He's the type that will definitely sustain you once he's in prison again. So I'm hopeful that you'll understand one day what you do, but I don't think you ever will.
And when is the day that you realize and understand what you do? When are you going to understand what you do? How you get people pissed off? How you are in these situations because of the way you are? When are you going to understand that?
I think that it's been really rough trying to communicate with you. That I see what I do? Really. I cook and clean for you, and, you know, this time I didn't do it because I'm 9 months pregnant. And I ask you for a couple things here and there, and you negate my needs. Instead, you throw it back on me constantly. I can't build an emotional support system like that whatsoever.
What about all the shit you throw back in your mother's face? That's all you do. Every video. You're just harping on your mom, throwing shit in her face from the past. Get over it.
Because you're not here to support me. You weren't there to support Sissy either. You're only there to support Angelito and whatever flaws he's got going on mentally. And you wait on every word that he says, or you hang on every word that he says. Is jealousy with you? Oh, it's not jealousy. It's sorrow because you don't understand.
Sorrow because she doesn't understand? No, it's 1,000% jealousy. You're so jealous.
It's sorrow because this family doesn't understand how dysfunctional it is. Even Dr. Carroll, knowing that...
Dr. Carroll, you didn't want to go to him yesterday?
No, because I was depressed.
You got what you needed.
Depressed with you. Depressed with dealing with this family.
But didn't she recently say that Dr. Carroll is ghosting her again? Yeah, I thought that's what I heard.
Nobody listens. Nobody listens, and that's why I started sharing on the internet, and people thought I was crazy.
People think you're crazy for the shit that you share. You know, you say, oh, well, I'm just here to share my story. I just have a story to share. There's many people on YouTube who share their stories. The difference is that most people have respect for others who are in their stories, and they kind of, change the name. They don't give such detail as you do. You don't give a shit. You give names, you give addresses, you give social security numbers. Why? Oh, because it's my story. It's my story to tell. That's what people think is crazy, that you can't tell your story without bashing others. You have no boundaries. You have no morals, no respect. And that's what people find absolutely crazy about you. That's what I find crazy. I find it crazy that you think you're some upstanding Catholic girl. Oh, and I'm so intellectual and I'm so smart. But you're stupid when it comes to shit like that because you have absolutely zero respect because it's all about getting your whiny ass little story that you repeat every freaking day. Every day it's the same thing over and over and over. And that's why people think that you are crazy. Because I don't think you're crazy. I think you know what you're doing. I'm kind of worn out by it, but I'm still watching. I'm still watching. Okay, I'm going to fast forward here because they're talking about Dr. Carroll. Speaking to Dr. Carroll, I deleted the video that I was doing on that, but I will fix something up and finish my series on the good old doctor. But yeah, I'm going to fast forward and get to some other points I wanted to talk about.
You allowed your son at 32 years old to bring someone around that was half his age at 16. And then when I bring it up just momentarily, everybody's like, oh, don't talk about it.
But why do you need to bring it up and talk about it? You've talked about it before. You've slung it in your brother's face before. You've slung it in your mother's face before. Why do you keep talking about it? Because you're jealous about it. That's why. Oh, Mommy, that's not fair. You let brother do this and brother got away with that and blah, 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 blah. I'm so jealous. Not everybody likes to talk about the past over and over and over like you do. Jesus, let it go and move on already. That has nothing to do with you other than you being jealous that Mommy got over it.
The past.
Is it?
It is
It's
all
recent.
past, okay?
It's within the last
I
year.
try to put everything you do in the past too, but you don't get any better. You think of something else to yell at people about, blame everybody else, the professional victim like everyone's telling you.
Professional
Yeah.
victim. Where do I get that from? The fact that you sit there and you sit on your computer constantly. The one time I ask you to do anything.
Well, I've been over the amount I need
Okay.
to in my life.
So
I've done
where did I learn these traits from then? Because now I have a voice to be able to argue the facts.
Argue the facts. What facts are you arguing? That you're sitting there trying to delegate what your mother should and shouldn't be doing? Oh, you just sit on the computer when I need you to do this. What do you do? Oh my God, you're 35 years old. You can do for yourself, you spoiled ass little brat. Grow up.
For me, you do good stuff for me.
What good stuff?
How I always sit there and nurture everybody and all the shit that I've done. I go ahead and do the work. And that's what happens.
And then you throw it in our faces. You throw it in my face. You don't throw it in Jaimito's face.
There's that
You don't
jealousy
throw it
again.
in the boy's
Oh,
face.
you throw it in my face, but you don't throw it in brother's
No, but you
face.
allow someone that's psychotic to live under your roof like that.
Yes, and you should be thankful she let you live underneath her roof. Only person looking psychotic right now is you, honey.
Someone that's violent and dangerous.
I agree. You are violent and you are dangerous. Although you do sound like a very angry chipmunk at the moment, but that's the only way I can listen to you. Oof.
So that means when you get drunk later on and you're on your fucking pills, don't send me stupid messages and then have everybody think that you're doing right by me. You've never been there to emotional. Thank you. Thank you, finally.
Hey, Latish, remember earlier when your mom said that you were ungrateful and you sounded so surprised? Yeah, you're ungrateful.
But I won't fucking call you when you presume that you're there for all of us. You're not.
Oh, you'll be calling? You're going to be calling her. She's the first person you call. Who did you call when you got out of jail? Who did you go back to? You're always going to go back to your mother. Because you do.
I only knew your number because you're the only person I had to fall back on.
Wait, let's hear that again. Let's play that again.
Because you're the only person I had to fall back on.
Did you guys hear that? Did you hear what I just heard? Her mother is always somebody that she knows she could fall back on. So what does that mean? Well, it means that she knows Gayle will always be her safety net. That Leticia can do whatever the hell she wants. She could break the law. She could create chaos. She can talk to her mother the way she talks to her mother, treats her so ugly. And she knows, regardless of any of that, her mother is always going to be there for her. And I get it. I get it. I know the love you have for a child, that unconditional love. I have kids. I'm a mother. I would do anything for my kids. Thankfully, they're responsible adults, but I get it. Nobody wants to see their kids go through a hard time, to suffer in any way, to fall flat on their face. But you also want respect from your kids, and Leticia does not respect her mother in any way. The fact that she is still bashing her mother after her mother let her back in the house. And I knew it was going to happen because, like I said, this seems to be a pattern with this family. But when does the safety net get pulled out and Leticia is forced to grow up? I mean, it's obvious that Gayle has done this. And like I said, I get it. I get the love a mother has for her kid. But how has that benefited Leticia in any way? I mean, she's 35 years old, living in a car, about to give birth to a baby, and she's still bitching and moaning that everybody else in the whole world is responsible for her living in her car, not having a place for this baby, not having a husband. she's angry at JW because he hasn't come around. You know, she thought by now he'd be around, and he's not, and she's angry at that. It's just, I don't understand it. But now hearing her say that, you know, that mom's the only one that she can fall back on, she knows mom's always going to be there. And there has to come a time that Gayle says, enough is enough, you're grown, you need to face your own consequences. You need to find your place, you need to do something for you. Because it just seems like anytime Leticia gets into a bind, she's just going to run back home, and mom's going to let her back in. You know, Leticia has had plenty of time to do something for herself, and she hasn't. She sat on her butt in her car, just bitching and moaning about the world around her, rather than do for herself. And even in the later part of this video, she blames her mom. Well, you kicked me out, so that forced me to go into the arms of these men. Oh my God, really? It's I don't know, it was frustrating to me watching this video. You know, I saw Gayle just like really going at it, cleaning. I'd be the same way. Well, no, I'd probably I couldn't have stayed so calm. But, you know, Gayle did make some good points, but she's always going to be there for Leticia, and I just think that there has to come a time where it's like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm more, my own sanity, my own well-being, my own self is just, it's not worth, you know, keep on doing what I'm doing. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working for Leticia. She's living in her car at 35 years old, still wanting the Disney princess life, and it's not going to happen. Her just sitting on her butt. It's not going to happen. And mom's not going to do it. Mommy's not going to do it for her. Although in her head she probably thinks that. So I don't know. After this video, I was just like, oh my gosh, really? Really? And then to be like, you're calling me ungrateful? I'm ungrateful? I'm not ungrateful. I do everything for you. I cooked and cleaned for you. Well, not now because I'm 9 months pregnant. Oh my gosh, she's such a freaking whiny child. I don't get it. You know, and I'm sure that Gayle, you know, has guilt for whatever happened in the past. I don't know. I only know what I watch in the videos like everybody else, but I'm sure she lives with guilt. But there's time that, you know, you put that guilt aside and you say, hey, let's talk it out, let's deal with it, and then we move on. But Leticia doesn't do that. It's every day, I'm sure every day she's just throwing it in Gayle's face, just, and it's crazy. It is so crazy. But Gayle, if you're listening, stand your ground. Let her fall on her face. She survived 35 years so far. I'm sure she'll survive another 35 years. Maybe living in her car, who knows. But do something for you, you know, for your own sanity. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that for right now. I will do another part of the video, the other part of the video, and we'll talk about that. So anyhow, that's going to be it for me, and that's going to be it for this video. Sorry if I rambled on. Like I said, these are just kind of raw reactions, raw emotions. But remember, each and every one of you are awesome. Now go out there and make it a stellar day.
Come at me, bro. Fucking come at me.